Let's look at the energy waves of December 2022. My name is Nicholas Haines. And if you find this content helpful, please like, share with other people. There's a lot going on at the moment, and I'm sure they'll appreciate you for it. Now, there are three main themes this month. First one is apparent chaos and overwhelm. Second one is truth and trust. And the third one is a tired revolution. Now, if you're not familiar with my work around the Chinese zodiac, I'll link above or below this video, a really short bit of content, just over 4 minutes long, explains all about how this works. Now, let's look at this first of these three main themes, apparent chaos and overwhelm. Now, we have a lot going on at the moment, and that's because a number of things are trying to happen at exactly the same time. We're in an energetic phase of the year where we have the ending of one year and the beginning of another year. So we've got endings and beginnings all happening at the same time. We're also in a water energy phase, and water energy is related to winter. And in winter, we have the consequences of our previous season that we've been in and the potential for a new season to begin. So again, we've got beginnings and endings. So we're in a water energy phase. And that phase we're in is a water tiger year, but we're coming to the end of the water tiger year and about to begin the water rabbit year. And tigers and rabbits are kind of different creatures. So there's a lot of stuff coming and going, beginning, ending, and beginning. And that can create quite a lot of kind of muddle and confusion. It's a bit like when you have a wave coming in and you at the same time you have a wave going out, and that point of interaction where we are, it can feel a bit turbulent and chaotic, but it's just endings and beginnings all happening at the same time, but that can make us feel overwhelmed. We've also got a lot of new things happening on the horizon. 2024 is a wood dragon year, which is bringing in lots of brand new stuff. So we've got the old trying to leave and the new trying to come in. So that's the general gist and the theme, and that can make us feel a little bit overwhelmed if we don't kind of understand what's going on. And that's partly why I do these videos, to help you understand what's going on and how to handle this particular time. Now, if you're struggling in any way, we've got the 5-day mindset makeover. If you're part of This Vital Life, it's completely free for you. If you're not, it's really low cost, and that can really help you with your dealing with this particular time. Okay, let's look at the next theme, and that is truth and trust. And it's a building up of truth and trust. But this is related to the time we have just been in. So we're in a block of time dominated by metal energy, 12 years dominated by metal energy. Started with in 2020 and 2021 metal energy years, and will end with 2 metal energy years. Now, metal energy is related to autumn, to fall. And in autumn and fall, things end, they disconnect, they're not there anymore. So if you have a lot of metal energy in you, or you're in a metal energy phase, it can give you a sense that something is missing, something isn't there, something perhaps has been taken away. Think about leaves disconnecting. So what we've had is in 2020 and 2021, we had a sense that something was missing because those were metal energy years and it was a beginning of a metal energy block of time. So we had the sense that something is missing, there's a secret, something isn't there, and I don't know what it is. I just feel in my soul that something is missing, and that's because you're resonating with this metal energy. Now, that can then create a situation that what is the truth, what is a lie? So there are lies and truths, stuff's being hidden from us. And that's what we were experiencing in 2020 and 2021. And as we've moved into the water energy phase, and water energy is actually about truth and trust. So it moves from lies, deception, things being hidden, that feeling, to a feeling of truth and trust. But the kind of clash kind of muddles together to begin with. But as we progressed through this water energy phase of the water tiger year, we've started to get a bigger perspective on things. And that really helps. And that was the nature of this water tiger year. And as we've moved through that and we head towards the water rabbit year, we're getting further away from that metal energy influence. So we start to experience this sense of, oh, perhaps I don't feel stuff is hidden from me. Perhaps there isn't stuff missing. Perhaps there aren't quite so many secrets and stuff going on hidden under the ground. Think of metal hidden under the ground. So we're moving from this distrust into a place of trust and truth, the balance. And we also have an opportunity to have a reconciliation, because the very nature of metal energy, it creates disconnection, which is kind of what those 2 years were about. And disconnection creates a separation. So there is a bringing together. We have an opportunity for reconciliation around things, bearing in mind that it can be quite tricky because things were said that cannot be taken back. So we've got truth and trust going on, and some reconciliation should you feel capable of doing that. The next theme we've got going on in this month of December and going on into the next year, we're seeing it is what I'm calling a tired revolution. And what I mean by that is people can get really tired physically of things. So in the UK, we've got nurses, health workers, ambulance people say, we're just exhausted. We cannot go on the way that we're going on. We're exhausted. And that then creates a desire for revolution, industrial action. It's saying, we're too tired to carry on like this. We have to have change. So the tiredness is creating a sense and a desire for change. There's also can be not just our physical tiredness, but tiredness of a situation. So we were saying in China, we're tired of being locked down. Let's have a revolution. And very strong in China coming out and saying, this is not right. They were tired of the situation. So that can be another example, physically tired or just tired of a situation. It could be tiredness of an immediate situation, or we could be having a tired revolution of an ongoing situation, like inequality, etc. So just, we're tired of this. We're tired of it going on, and we want change. And like I said, we've got in 2024 lots of big change starting to build up. And the tired revolution is about what's powering some of this change. That tired revolution is we're tired of things not being done. We're tired of things being said, but no action happening. And we're seeing that across the world. We're also seeing a tiredness of, and tiredness does not have to be, tired revolution does not have to be passive. You can have anger. I'm tired of this situation. So we're seeing in a Gallup poll that on average worldwide, women are getting angrier, particularly over the last few years. And that can be because they're in a position where they're fundamentally tired of the patriarchy, tired of gendered professions, and they're exhausted. So tired revolutions do not have to be anger-free, but this theme of what are we tired about? Are we physically tired, or are we tired of the situation that's going on? And that is part of what is creating the revolution that's going on. Now, I have for you some action steps and things to help you at this particular time. The first one is celebrate, be kind, and have fun. Now you're thinking, hang about, you've just said about these big themes. What's this whole celebration, be kind and have fun? Well, you know, I think you need to celebrate. This has been quite a turbulent time. There's been some big waves coming along, big stuff hitting us, and you've got through it. You might be feeling a bit damaged, a bit tender, a bit thing, but you've got to celebrate that you've got through it and find the things that you want to celebrate, and they might not be perfect, but you've got through and you've done your best. So celebrate that and give yourself a massive pat on the back. Give someone else a pat on the back. I'm giving you a pat on the back now. The other one, I think, is about the being kind. And the being kind is one of the things we're doing in this phase is we're looking back and we're looking forward. And the looking back, we could look back with critical eyes and think, well, why did I do that? Or why did they do that? Or why? Well, you did that because you didn't know then what you know now. They did that because they didn't know then what they know now. So be kind when you look back. And it's particularly important because our version of us now is, and this is straight from the 5-day mindset makeover. This is straight from the 5-day mindset makeover. And what this is about your past, present, and future. And you in the present, if you are unkind to a previous version of you, then that affects you in the here and the now. Present is present. Where is it present from? Well, it's present from your past. So if you give your previous version a really hard time, they beat them up, feel uncomfortable, criticize, then you pre-send that uncomfortableness into your present and into your future. And hey, your future is also beating you up. So this is out of the 5-day mindset makeover. Bottom line is be kind to yourself, be super kind to yourself, and have fun. There's a lot of things going on, and you just got to remember, fun moves your energy. It's also what it's saying to the world is, I want to have more fun. You're sending a message, and the whole thing about one of this phase we're in is about you're sending messages to the future. So if you can have fun, if you're struggling, I appreciate it's difficult for many, many people. Now, the second action step is step into your power with a steady action. Now, in a way, the whole of this water tiger year, tigers are the most powerful animal out of the 12. Water is the most powerful element out of the 5. So we've had a really big year when we're being asked in many aspects around stepping into our power. And water energy is also about sustainability. So it's also teaching us to not overdo it, to keep it in balance. So it's trying to step into your power, but don't do it in a way that is unsustainable. This is a long game we're working at. So it's teaching about rest, exhaustion, etc. So it's about stepping into your power, but with a steady action. And the year we're about to kind of move into, the water rabbit year, rabbits have different power than tigers. So you're going to be having some stuff going on around finding different ways to step into your power. Rabbits have very specific power. Now, if you don't think, well, I don't know what my energetic superpower is, but I have a sense I need to take some heroic actions because this is a heroic time. I've got a 5-week quest coming up in February. Go to the events page, sign up there, pre-launch, etc. And if you want to step into your energetic superpowers and heroic actions, we've got some content there for you. Okay, let's look at your final action step, and that is step out, go high, and see the big picture. And again, a bit of kindness in that. Now, when we have all this stuff going on, this kind of muddly stuff, this chaos, whatever, it's really good if we can step out, detach. Because once we've done that, we can start to see a much bigger picture. So if you're really struggling, just find some way just to detach a bit, perhaps going for a walk, take a deep breath, try and look at things from the outside. The more we try and go into it, the more muddling and confusing and distressing it can be. So sometimes it's quite good just to take a break if you can. And again, we've got different content to help you with that. Also, going high, try and look at the kind of highest vibrational state as best you can. And going high allows us to see a much bigger picture because there is a big picture going on at the moment, although this earthly existence can feel a bit troublesome. So be aware that get some distance or go high. And we're in a water energy phase. It's easier to get perspective at this particular time. We've had some metal energy. We've learned about detachment. So you'll have things in your toolbox, and we're here to help you. And within this going high, it's also about helping other people. If you can keep calm and keep settled yourself, then maybe you can be a helping hand to someone else at this particular time. But there's 2 things I want you to watch out for. Just because you're able to go high and go out, it doesn't mean other people can. And then sometimes if you go high and out and you see something, you can sometimes be a little bit evangelical about what you see. And there might still be remnants of the secrets and all that stuff that's going on. So just be kind with it. Just be aware that everyone is having a different experience and it's personal to them. And also the next thing I think you just need to be a little bit aware of is to do with this beginning of this rabbit energy. Now, rabbits, when they get fearful, they can step out. They can just go boof and just go and hide. So there might be a temptation for you to step out and hide. This isn't a time for you to hide. This is a time for you to use your power for good. And that's what this time has been trying to teach you. And I recognize it has been tough. So we've got 5-day mindset makeover to help you. If you're struggling somewhere and you know you should step into your power or just want to survive, that's there for you. We've also got something happening called the Big Conversation, where we're exploring all the impact imprints in the creation. What happened during the pandemic and lockdown? What were you left with? And we're designing that with a group of people. So if you've been left with something post or because of the pandemic lockdown and you want to have that unpacked in a kind, gentle way, then go to our events page. There'll be something to sign up for you there, and we're working away. And then, of course, we have energetic superpowers and heroic actions coming up in February 2023, and I hope I will see you there. Thank you very much. My name is Nicholas Haines again, and please like, share, etc. Have a wonderful month. Bye for now.